Hi, I'm Kevin Eikenberry, and I'm here to help you reach your potential as a leader and a human being. Welcome to Remarkable TV and the Remarkable Leadership Podcast. Today we're talking about Showtime. Are you ready? Let's get started. You are leading and others are watching. This is true when things are going well, and this is true when things aren't going so well. They're watching what you do and what you say and what you don't say and how you say it and how you look and the things you do and the way you do things and everything else. Your team is watching. You are on display. You are on stage. They are watching. Now, you don't think about this because you're just you, and you see yourself in the mirror every morning, and you brush your teeth every day, and I hope, and you put on your shoes, and you're just you. But the reality is people are watching. I was reminded of this by my friend Tom Peters in a video that he did, and you can see a link to that here one way or another. And he said it in a different way. I've said what I've just shared with you many times. I believe it to be true. I try to remind myself of it every day. But in his video, I'll steal his line. He says this: for a leader, it's always showtime. People are watching us, and it's always showtime. So really, we can't afford to have bad days. And even though we're going to have them, we have to do the best we can to not let that get in the way. Now, let me put this another way. You know that enthusiasm is contagious, right? Well, so is the opposite. And actually, whatever emotions you're showing are being spread throughout your team. You're always on. It's always showtime. Now, where does that leave us? That leaves us with this. Am I suggesting that we have to be actors? No. What I'm suggesting is that we must be ourselves, but we must do our very best to be our best self. Be ourselves, but be your best self. Your team needs that from you. When you set that as your standard, when you realize that it's always showtime, you'll be moving in the direction to be a more effective leader for your team every day. Let me close with today's tweet. As a leader, your team is always watching. You are leading by example. Do you like the example that you are setting right now? 4 days a week, I send out something that I call the daily email. Tuesday through Friday, I send out a short, inspirational, hopefully insightful, informational email. Much like the kinds of things that you hear here. In fact, I talked about this idea of Showtime on a recent daily email. If you'd like a short email from me 4 days a week to help you and encourage you and keep you moving towards becoming the leader that you want to be, you can do that. All the links to doing that are right here on this page. If you're watching the podcast, just go to remarkablepodcast.com and get that link there. There it is. And we'll be back here next week with another episode of Remarkable TV and the Remarkable Leadership Podcast.